every mile.
It's been here for years and it should stay. It's part of New Orleans.
And just to let you guys know, so part of the group that I was with, we drove all the way in here from California, picking people up all over California. I think it was a total of a 41-hour drive.
Wow.
So you must have taken the long way.
Well, if you know anything about California LA traffic on a Friday,
yeah, it's terrible.
Yes, so
Everyone's
that was
trying to get to Pasadena, huh?
That was quite the task. But we got a bunch of people here. Here's actually what I guess he's going to be base football man or something. Base Brady. All right, and he came with us. And so we came out here. I'm helping the Red Elephants to document all this, and then we came out here also just help protect the protesters and get some good coverage, so that it's not completely one-sided, so that we can see something from both sides and see something that's more even and not, this slander that I typically see in the media.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You said Red Elephants?
The Red Elephants, yes.
Okay, cool.
You can check it out live on the Facebook page. See right there?
Like us on Facebook.
Yep, there you go.
There you
All
go.
right, well,
That's my
thank you.
card. That's my website.
Well, thank you very much. You guys have a great day. So, still no word on if Antifa is going to show, aside from that they're supposed to already be here. Pretty good.
Red Elephants, you don't ride with Red Elephants, man?
Yeah, you got a...
Red Elephants?
You had some fans up there with that argument.
Oh, man, yeah, right?
So you mind?
Huh?
10 blocks.
Okay, just got word from Mike Tokes. They're 10 blocks away.
Hey guys, they're 10 blocks away, so we got it.
Just under 2,000.
I think they're Red Elephants, right?
Red Elephants.
These guys are incredible. Shout out to Vince too. Red Elephants is out here always with us on the front lines. Me, Baked Alaska, Omar Navarro, we're all out here at a lot of these rallies and events, and we're protecting the interests of the American people. So Antifa's 10 blocks away. I did talk to the hierarchy of the police in this municipality. What they told me essentially was that they are removing the barricade in the sense that they will allow the intermingling of this leftist terrorist organization known as Antifa, and they will allow the intermingling of a lot of the patriots and ex-military. Very disrespectful to the military and the veterans that are out here protecting the interests of the American people. So, yeah.
Guys, listen. The police are putting veterans who have combat experience and PTSD issues, okay? Guys with 10 years experience, and they're going to let these Antifa thugs in here with potentially M80s, M200s, filled with BBs and marbles. What else have we seen?
Very dangerous situation.
Very
So I'm
dangerous.
saying you're putting these combat vets in one of the most stressful, unnecessary positions I have ever seen a police department. I have never seen it. I have never seen barricades. I was here at 4 in the morning.
500 coming.
I was here at the 4 in the morning when they set these
Not
up.
confirmed, but we're getting a lot of reports from 200 to 500 people. So
It's probably half women that they'll push to their front lines.
right. These Antifa members always put their woman in front. It seems like they don't, complete disrespect to the laws and the sanctity of our democracy. And we will not allow leftist radical terrorist groups like Antifa to hinder our ability to free speech and our constitutional right to assembly. So we are out here, domestically, and we are protecting these rights, and we're going to be covering the events. Shout out to Red Elephants, shout out to Vince as well. Love you guys and all the work that you do. Shout out Baked Alaska, Irma, Omar, everybody. So it's about to go down, I assume, so we'll keep you rolling. We'll see what's going on.
So talking about the barricades right over here, if you'll see, the barricades used to take all the way out to this part. Pretty good, thank you. And right there, so they've doubled up the barricades right there, and they're going to let them intermingle, which could be positive, might be terrible, but they have been very aggressive in the past, so we'll have to see.
Yeah. That's what that group was talking about. Going down? Yeah. I'm watching y'all.
what street were they coming down? So we're here preparing.
They marched down the streets of Berkeley.
All right, so it looks like we're going to start having the coverage a little bit more consolidated. Strap up.
They're already inside. Yeah, they're coming up.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna get
Make sure you don't leave the side when shit pops off.
Can you hold this up real quick? I gotta strap up, I guess. All right, I guess it's about to pop off.
Fuck yeah, bro. Here, you can do a little live feed of me, put my helmet on and shit if you want.
Yeah, we'll
Like interview me or something.
we'll go ahead and get Base Skywalker here, getting ready.
What's up, America? Got the suit up. Punch the clock.
We're up to 2,400 right now.
2,400 views. Well,
It's going to be hard to be civil. You hear this piece of shit over there? Look at him.
So it looks like we already got some arguments going. We'll get that in just a second.
Yeah, he's over here to
Skywalker getting ready.
peace planning.
We're gonna go check out this argument over here.
Do you understand why it's supposed to be taken down? Because people want to see it. It's supposed to be taken down because Mayor Landry was sold his soul. Oh, he sold his soul. Not what's about the that defined him. If you knew what you were talking about, you would know it's not about him selling his soul. It's about a group of people understanding that this is not what New Orleans represents.
What does it represent?
Everything is about coming together now. Do you realize that?
Represent everything coming together.
Go to Jazz Fest. Look how people are coming together today and celebrating Jazz Fest.
The word in the sky, that was heritage just a few minutes ago. I'm the Skyrider. We just wrote today, save NOLA heritage. Anybody want to say what that word is coming right there? Listen to me, don't interrupt me. I don't interrupt you. That says today. We're saving NOLA heritage today. From you, for the people that want to remove history.
We're not removing
Put
it.
your monument next door to
It's
it.
still in your history book. Put it in a
Nobody's claiming the war's still going on.
No, it's not going
Nobody said the war was still going on.
I went last night.
Nobody said the war was still happening.
I don't understand. If that side would have won, I would have still taken
Wait, are you saying
Slavery was on the way out. Slavery was on the way out. The cotton gin was invented. Slavery was on the way out. Slavery was done.
Are you saying you only memorialize I'm asking you, you said keep the winner. So I'm asking you, what should you do with the loser?
It's not going anywhere. Nobody's erasing this from any history books.
Yes, wait, no, time out. You kind of contradict yourself. You said it's not going anywhere, but you're here to represent taking it down. I think you're contradicting. There's not a maintaining its preservation of history. Preservation. Have you ever heard of Preservation Hall?
You do realize in 30 years, everything will be so mixed and there'll be so many generations. You guys, this hate and this holding on to this.
There is not hate at all. Let me ask you this. Next year, how many years
Who does that go to?
term?
Who does that go to?
The provocateurs that come here dressed in army
How
fatigue.
many years old would the city of New Orleans turn?
They don't have the voice of the people.
Right.
They're not the voice of the people on the freaking megaphone.
Right. It is 300 years old.
That's all I want to know.
What would Jesus do? Love each other. Why are we
I
out
just had
here?
that same conversation.
Why are we
Right.
out here?
I've been trying to get free hugs all fucking day.
Free hug. Free hug. hugs. Free hugs. Free hugs, bud. Come on, bro. Get up in here. No, y'all want to fight. Y'all not even from here.
Can someone get this man a Pepsi?
If you don't live here, bye.
Sunscreen. Does that mean you're not allowed to travel?
Okay, so if you want to be a part of this freaking state, we accept you.
Today we're going to save it right now, right here at this circle.
Jackson Square. That's what these people want to do. They want to change Jackson Square.
The gentleman acknowledged he did not know his heritage or history, but for some reason he knew it. That's what's called.
Watch your camera. Oh, yeah.
They're going up now.
Sure.
If it's a all white bus, dude, I've seen those things all the way through.
God bless you, Cole. Watch the camera.
Rated in danger. We got the highest ongoing crime rate, and we as Americans and citizens are arguing over this. Are you kidding me? Oh, Mitch Landrieu must really love you. You're doing exactly what Mitch Landrieu wants you to do. What are you doing for the people in prison? Where are you in You're so silly.
No, you silly.
Why do you let Mitch Landrieu deceive you?
Landry? That's a
Mitch Landrieu, just like his daddy. What about the high incarceration rate? You talk about black people. Have you ever been to Angola to see how many black people are up there? I have been there.
And why are they there? Because oppression of white slave-loving assholes like you.
No, yeah, you're exactly right.
Yep.
That's why you're arguing over this instead of arguing over the crime rate.
No, the crime rate's horrendous, like Detroit, like Philadelphia, like East St. Louis, like New Orleans, like Sacramento, like Fresno.
How many of you
supporting
it?
It's black, it's Hispanic because of oppression.
How many of you be in support?
Then why are you here?
Would you agree?
Why are you here? Paid.
Would you agree that the Confederate flag represents
all right, why are you here then?
Would you agree with that? I'm here because I think this is ridiculous.
All right,
I believe that.
Take it down! Take
it down! Take it down!
Take it down! Take it down! Take it down! Take it down! Take it down! Take it down! Take it down! Take it down! Get rid of hate! Get rid of hate! Get rid of hate! Woo!
We got brothers and sisters overseas right now putting their life on the line.
If you took that down
for this bullshit,
what's going to be like next week?
Instead of being able to actually have a civil discourse, values, then arguing about stupid stuff. And I don't want to say stupid as in that it's not an important topic, but a lot of times it divulges into the pain rather than the
So what about the people that call
it starts off as like,
disregard their side and
one person believes in something, right? And we all defend their freedom.
People like
They have the right to believe whatever they want to believe.
That's why you're relieving.
Because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean you have to that they're better than you. You know what I mean?
when the standard of moral righteousness then there is no moral. Everything is offensive.
I've been to Angola.
It irritates you that these guys are using their
Systematic.
I've lost too, and it's disrespectful, and they have the right to be disrespectful. But I think at the same time, it's important for everybody out there to realize
What can you expect if you don't educate them? You don't give them a chance. You don't integrate them into society and treat them like your Jesus, friends.
So what do you say? You're right. What do you say? You take money away from whites?
Were you in the airport?
Yes, I was.
Where were you?
I was at Fort Bragg. I was all over the world, actually. Fort Bragg? I was in Fort Bragg. Where else? No, I was at Fort Bragg the whole 4 years. What about you? You worked with the first cab before? No. I didn't go to Vietnam.
All about money.
When all the whites were put in a suburban USA after post-World War II.
Trump housing is better than
well, you know.
So why don't you do something about it? Why don't you change the Constitution?
Like, I can't. Am I a politician?
You have every
You got enough money to buy the power in the country like Donnie Troll has right now? He's changing whatever he wants now with money.
I am an individual just as you are an individual. I think we both have the opportunity. It's called free speech, which you're proudly. I think you're doing something in an insult. I don't think it's
I love
going
it because he's not my president. He's a piece of shit con.
Well, let's do it respectfully. Let me say this. I just got back from Dubai. I've been there twice in the past month. I'm a businessman. Do you know that Dubai was with a head sheet that is the equivalent of Donald Trump in America?
Antifa likes to throw bricks in bottles. Antifa likes to throw stuff.
Have you seen any of the stuff that Antifa has done? That's the reason why I'm wearing this. They were throwing bottles of M80s in them, making basically improvised grenades over in Berkeley.
Where were the police?
In Berkeley, they did a stand down, and so they just completely pulled out.
Owned slaves, especially in the South. A whole boatload. And I agree, you can't strip away everything.
White supremacists. They're going to sit down and be the right to me? No, they're not. No, they're not. Am I invited to their house? No, I'm not. Or they invited to mine? Yes. Are you incapable of come on in. Sit down. Have a plate of red beans and rice. Don't talk
anybody
about
that
black
stands
and
by
white.
the side of the Ku Klux Klan. The thing is, your point is mute.
Why you whispering now? You don't support. You don't support them now.
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Right.
I do support.
So, just maybe what's your name, what you're here for today?
Who do you represent?
So I'm with the Red Elephants right now. I'm contributing to them.
The Red Elephants.
Yes, their Facebook page and a YouTube channel.
We're not equal to most of these other people out there.
What side of this argument do you represent?
We just try to get what I'm here to do today is just trying to get both sides of the argument. So I just want to ask some basic questions like what's your name, what you're here for today, and let you explain what's going on and your point of view.
All I'm going to say is my name's Corey Hoffman, and I'm just here to counter any hatred that's being displayed. I'm opposed to these statues being in a public place.
So any hatred
Southern
from both
heritage
sides?
represents hatred, and that's it. Hatred has consequences.
So hatred from both sides, though?
I don't see hatred being displayed by both sides.
Who do you
I
see
see
the
the Ku
hatred?
Klux Klan, which has a history of homicide against other races on one side,
Now,
and
sir, I
people
honestly haven't
here
seen them here today,
who
though.
are
Could you
being
point-
defensive. They're the ones with the fucking blood of the drop, the blood of the lamb crosses on their shirts. The ones that say KKK tattooed on their forearm.
Okay, then
The green flag that has 4 Ks on it. The guy with the baseball helmet up there. Do you see the guy up there with the Klan T-shirt on and the green shirt with the Confederate flag with the blue, white, and red stripe? That's the Ku Klux Klan T-shirt. He is a member of the Klan. And all of his cohorts. So all these people who are supporting this monument right now are standing by the side of the Ku Klux fucking Klan. So their argument's mute because they're standing next to a fucking terrorist organization that has a history of murder.
Are you saying that any time that somebody agrees with you that may have some sort of violent, actions or some sort of bad actions, that your argument becomes mute?
Their argument has no stance.
So
I think it's important to keep note of whose side you're on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So,
just to keep note. It's probably a bad movement, at the least, if you're on the same side as the
Okay, so I might ask you, both of you, a question real quick.
Sure, yeah.
I think you were talking to one of the security guys here, and he's saying that you were an Antifa spotter, and that you admitted to that. Is that true?
Anti-what?
Antifa spotter. And you admitted to that. I'm assuming it could have been a joke. Is that true?
Antifa spotter?
Yeah.
A spotter?
No, I don't
When I
really.
am with Antifa, yes.
Okay, so then can I ask you?
Antifa goes a bit too far myself.
Okay. And so you're saying that you're not with them at all?
I don't like the destruction. No, I think they go a little. I don't think they're doing it right.
So then, can I ask you a question in saying that do you denounce the violent actions that Antifa has taken? Because personally,
It depends on the situation.
Okay.
Every protest.
So can I ask you about a personal?
It's been very.
Can I ask you about a personal situation then? So I was in the Milo, the first Milo event. I just went there because I simply wanted to see what he had to say.
Yeah.
And I got surrounded. Like several people threatened to stab me with flagpoles.
I
And
don't always agree with that, but racial hatred brings out the worst in people.
but there's no
Both
racial
sides.
hatred from my side. You've seen me intermingling with all sorts of different people here.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I do
Okay,
think Antifa
so would you
is
say
going
that you do
to-
denounce stuff like that then?
It stirs some powerful emotions in other people. And I'll admit, there's some members of Antifa, emotions get stirred to a very
Okay.
extreme level.
So then to draw a line, you said that it depends on which
Not all
section.
Antifa's that way.
No, Antifa needs better organization right now. I think there's a bit too many like young guys that just want to.
The anarchist wing.
Yeah, I don't think it's very
riot
helpful.
Okay,
Yeah.
then to
I'm not for that either.
then to draw a line,
I'm
though.
here to strictly counter any demonstration.
And you know what's wild? It's
All right,
like,
but
we
I
don't
do
need
want
fight
to
on
ask
their
a question
terms.
because
Like,
it's a little bit
the
broken up.
police are on our side.
It's a little bit broken up here,
You know what I
though.
mean? Like,
I
we
asked
don't
you
need
if
to
you
fight
denounced Antifa, and you said it depends on the situation. Could you give me a clear-cut line? Well, first a yes or no, because you kind of said maybe, and I gave you that personal example. So would you say that you denounce Antifa's violence?
I denounce their
100%.
vandalism.
Okay, then can you explain where you draw that line? Because you're saying that you support certain violence actions that Antifa has done.
Because there's been demonstrations and marches and rallies.
Be chill for a second. All right.
Everybody on. Somebody said the N-word, though. You so strong in words. Come on, calm down, man.
Huh?
Rally up, rally up. What am I dealing with? What am I dealing with? I know you tell me you came up here. You just told me to deal with
You're not from here. Get the fuck out.
Exactly. Exactly. Let these motherfuckers go home.
The city picks the one. Elected officials. No, democracy's better to take it back.
You're there.
All right.
What's going on over there? That's how corrupt
6-1. They voted. Democratically elected officials voted to take it down.
corruption.
Yeah.
Go home. Go back home. Go home. Go home.
From Louisiana.
Who's not from Louisiana? Who ain't from Louisiana? City Councilwoman even worse than most. Cantrell said they didn't want to vote, and then the outside institute made them do
How
it.
many are small business owners?
Right here.
Oh, what one? Yeah. How many pay more taxes than me? Oh wait, no. That's right. Go back. Yeah. Wherever you can.
Who are you with?
So I'm a contributor with the Red Elephants right now.
White Elephants, okay.
The Red Elephants.
Red Elephants.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to ask you, there's some accusations going around that you guys are, white supremacist organizations and stuff like that. Well, can you explain a little bit about the organization you're here with?
Well, the organization, LEGSL, stands for the survival, well-being, independence of the Southern people. That's, by all honorable means, what we protect. That is what we stand for.
Okay. I also was pointed out that this sign, which I believe is a Keck flag, correct?
Which I have no. I learned that today, actually. Yeah.
All right, and apparently that is a KKK flag, according to one person here.
Well, I learned that it's a Pepe flag today. So
I'm going to ask him. All right. So would you say that you are a white supremacist then?
I mean, what's your definition of white supremacist? I mean, like, do I want to preserve my people? Or what?
I think what a lot of definition is that you believe that the white race is superior and should rule over the rest. I mean, that's not a specific.
I think we should rule over our own. I mean, simply, fact, we should rule over our own.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Now that is a Keck flag, correct?
This is a Keck flag. Yes, it is.
All right.
Praise Keck.
Now I was told by one guy here who is with Antifa that is a KKK flag. Let me oh, here, kind of stand back so I can get a good shot of it. There you go. Keck flag.
Explain to him what Kekistan is. Wow, that's a long.
If we can shorten it to like 30 seconds.
Okay,
let's see.
Kekistan is like an online community of displaced peoples on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's an online community of trolls that do it for their deity, Kek. And they're also racist and bigoted. They're probably and they're Nazis.
And wait, what?
They're total Nazis.
They're total Nazis. Okay.
That's how you say it.
Now, are we supposed to take that seriously, or with the prerequisite of what you said is a bunch of online trolls?
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
No problem.
We're the peacekeepers. That's what we're called, American Freedom Keepers.
Sure.
Said you were American Freedom Keepers?
Yes.
All right, so there was just a little incident over here. I didn't get to see the whole thing. Could you explain a little bit of what happened there?
I actually don't know. I believe it was a racist issue, and that's what we're here not to handle.
Okay.
If they want to call the blacks bad things, then, well, they deserve what they get. This is about the Constitution. Everybody in America is equal. Every single one of us, we all have the same right. We have the right to free speech, and we have the right to say what we want. But we need to be able to do that without violence.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Free Pepsi! Free Pepsi! Free Pepsi! High school!
See these guys over here? They're the National Socialist Movement. About neo-Nazis. The group with all these
The Royals?
No, behind them. The skinheads behind them with the National Socialist Movement patches. They're all about violence. These are only here to fucking perform violence. They're all just here waiting for it.
Okay, well, I've interviewed a couple
But you were
of them.
asking me where do you draw the line? Right, what you just saw while you were interviewing me when these fascists went and attacked a bunch of fucking ladies and a black man.
Now, I was standing close to you, but I'll be honest, I could not see anything. So how do you know that's what took place?
The two people who were involved were sitting there talking about it, how they were just attacked. The police were fucking breaking it up and pulling them off.
Yeah, but what we see in a lot of these events is each person has their own side, and we really have to figure out later on how it took place.
Well, of course, but at this point, anti-racist people were attacked by a group on the racist side, and so that's
now. But what about
what
about the like disabled people and children and all that were attacked by Antifa in Berkeley?
Well, this isn't Berkeley. We're here right now in Lee Circle, New Orleans, Louisiana. So
Okay,
we're dealing with right now.
But what you're doing is you're judging these people by a group that they claim to be, and some sort of violence that they have done in the past. And what I'm saying is that Antifa
and the violence they're doing today. I haven't done any violence. Nobody here's done anything violent.
Okay, but there has been a large amount of Antifa that have done some beyond standard
a lot
punching.
of
We're talking
nobody in
attempted
Antifa has
murder.
ever lynched or hung another human being. Or
Well,
look at the Bruderschweigen. Look what the Aryan nations fucking spawned the Silent Brotherhood
So
that
on-
robbed armored cars
on April
and assassinated
27th,
human
on April
beings.
27th, there was bombs placed inside the parking garage where I was parked in Berkeley.
I have nothing to do with bombs in Berkeley, nor do I know anything about any bombings in Berkeley.
you are
but
judging
I do know about assassinations and armored car fucking robberies by these fucking people's groups.
Okay, but what you keep doing is you keep judging people on their associations. And as soon as I bring up something that you've associated with, you kind of divert it by saying, well, it's not me. So don't you think it would be pretty productive if you went and talked to them on a personal level then?
I have been talking to them. I've been here all afternoon talking to them on personal levels.
Now, I've talked to them.
As I start to talk to them, as soon as anything on our side of the argument comes up, they get defensive and then they go on the offensive.
But you've been doing the same thing. You've been diverting these questions that I've been asking
No,
away.
because I'll agree with you on a lot of the
And you have.
facts.
And I'm very thankful for the conversation. By the way, thank you.
Antifa is not behaved completely 100% in ways that I would agree with, but I'm my own individual.
You are, but by being part of that organization, by the same judgment, you are condoning a lot of the Antifa violence. I take no association with these people.
Counter violence with violence. Only violence I've ever seen or that I would ever participate in is going to be in a complete countering violence as it's unleashed by that side first.
Now,
I've never fucking gone into battle like just throwing my fists and D-batteries.
Then can I make a suggestion that is not something to push onto you, but basically, will you look into some of the stuff that happened at Berkeley, and then maybe reevaluate some of your associations with them? Because I can tell you from my personal experience, Antifa is a very, very negative and violent group. And from what you're saying, where I'm asking you whether you condone it or not, and you're not giving a straight yes, but at the same time you're saying, every example, you're saying, well, I don't agree with that. I would say that maybe you should look it up and see if you can reevaluate your...
Sometimes this level of hatred requires an almost equal level of force to counter it. And who else is going to do it? So far, Antifa, if other groups of people would get together and counter these people in a less offensive nature, then that would be great. But unfortunately, anti-racist action and anti-fascist actions are the only people that seem to be out on the front lines countering this level of hatred.
All right, well, thank you very much for your conversation. And look into it, because it does disturb me just a little bit, the association with Antifa, but that's from my experiences. I think you might change your mind if you look into it, but that's my opinion. So you have a great day.
You too.
But there was no.
What happened with the scuffle over there?
I did not. So with the scuffle that happened, I kind of saw the aftermath. Rush in. At the end, all I saw was one guy trying to grab back one of those black and white flags. I forgot the name of it.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, so he was grabbing it back, and then the police separate him. I don't know who. I heard them screaming, "Get her, get her!"
Right.
I don't know who got arrested though, or if anybody got arrested. They might have just broke that.
So I talked to one person. I think essentially a woman tried to grab a flag from somebody, take his property off him, and there was a big scuffle. Everyone in the crowd just kind of rushed over there. We had like 7 cops throwing everybody back, and I think they separated them. Yeah, like he said, I'm not sure if anyone was arrested, but we're watching it. We're gonna follow Big Lasse's lead right now.
Yeah, liberally was allowed.
That's not how it's supposed to be. That's something that's been happening a long time, and it's something that people want to solve. But coming and saying that the American flag represents maybe to some of us, I know a black Marine that was buried with that flag. I know a black Marine that we gave that flag to his mother. So to me, that represents unity. That flag, this flag represents fuck that flag. That's what it represents to us. So what do we do? Instead of fighting, instead of letting this kind of stuff get into us, look at these assholes. They represent this much of my people. My people.
There's more than that. Like the way they represent more than that. There's a few of you. There's only a few of you.
And I disagree. I'm from California, and all the guys I know are not like this.
How many guys? How many guys you know? Okay, I know a lot of people, so I'm trying to tell you. You are one, you're a few, 5%.
But don't you think that's wrong? I think it's wrong, bro. I think if you truly talk to guys, or talk to all these guys, none of them believe in any of this shit.
Yeah, hey, bro, all of that shit over there is bullshit.
We don't like men here. 70% of the men here don't believe that shit. Our people out in California, gentlemen, this is the party of freedom. This is the party of freedom. That's the thing. My people, you want to free? My people, real. Honestly, because we're not on that side. See that? All them, and we all. You want me? I know.
How many of me is out here right now? I'm not even the majority out here. What it should be. That's what I'm trying to state. Even though y'all out here, I'm glad about that. But right now, y'all gotta take a back seat. But my people right here are really asleep. We out here alone, a few of us. We alone out here. We got too many of us out here still asleep, not understanding what it really should be. What really need to be really going on. All they see is TV. You understand? They talk wrong. That's about them being talk wrong. They don't know where they come from. Well, they don't know where they come from. They can't know where they gotta go. And so I'm saying we got a lot of love, y'all. I'm praying that y'all here, that y'all trying to make this happen right now. Y'all come around.
If it does close, I'll be back in a second. Please share this. Please like. I'll be back.
Here today, what do you do every day? That's our mission. So these guys, what would help you today? There's no liberals. What can we do to decide?
Even though that president shit don't mean imagine because the president got nothing to do with the fucking country. The country's not controlled by the president in any fucking way. But he was the face of the country. You know what I'm saying? Like when Obama's over, he was the face of the country. He was Obama doing things against Apple that they shouldn't have did in the first place. That's why I said, ran for the president. It's been the same way. Same laws always been in place.
I don't know when those are. You go back to your apartment, smoke your weed. You sit up there and you don't know. There's a lot of purpose here. Black and white.
Let's go see if there's any good arguments going on.
about white privilege and all that good shit. So what else are we changing in the city? We changing the name of New Orleans, maybe? I think there's a lot of things that need to be changed. Hey, yeah, New Orleans is offensive to some people, so let's change that too. No, it's not. No, it's not. Sure it is. To who? What, ISIS? No, take it down, Nola. Take it down.
All right, we're monitoring a number of feeds here, guys, so we'll try to keep on the most hottest feed, so just hold tight.
We alone out here. We got 2 million bucks out here.
Swipe an invite, swipe an invite. We're a block and a half away from Lee Circle. Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, shit. Just ran into the back of a cop. I'm lucky, man.
You're dumb as fuck. You just said that. Like, no, I know rats that are fucking stalking. I'm going to tell them this is what you do.
You're not going to be able to remember slavery without a monument.
Obviously, you're not going to forget about it if you take down the monument.
All right, I got to turn off some of that. That's just craziness. Let's go ahead and go back to all these other feeds here and see if we can put on some sound here. Does anybody know if there's a way to turn off comments on Periscope? Is there a way to turn off the comments?
Alright, we're gonna get out here and watch them make the turn.
I'm telling you, this is recipe for disaster. This is going to get out of hand. I'm telling you, this is going to get out of hand.
Yeah, the band's killing us. I need to get their name. Hire for a parade. There you go.
Alright, we're going to go over the other audio here.
Yeah. Yeah, just a block from the statue. It's about to happen.
What you were watching on the other one is the marches that are taking place. I believe they're headed toward the Lee Monument, so there's a bunch of protests that are happening in the area, and all going in the direction of the Lee Monument. So ultimately, they're all going to be at a certain point. There's already a lot of people there at the Lee Monument, but there's also a lot of other protests that are still going on throughout the city that are marching in that direction. This ground zero.
Stay behind us. You know what I'm saying? Get your best for me. Get the top step. Oh, yeah, that's
Blocking with the people that want to take the statues
I
down.
think it just showed up.
We're walking up
Somebody's
on
asked
the
why I was
people
wearing the
that wanna
helmet, because
preserve
in my
the
experience they
statue.
like to throw
And
bricks
that's
and other
the
really
statue
dangerous
General
objects.
Lee.
So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around now. Wish me luck, guys.
It's a party. We're gonna protest party.
I know, but you're in the middle of the press.
Let's go check out the statue.
Yeah, somebody just posted this video of Antifa. Somebody posted their terrorist group. I'm telling you, they're terrorist group.
People are repositioning.
Everybody on our side. It's very diverse, and you know, they all have their rights to free speech. So just keep sharing this, keep spreading this.
I'm on my bike right now, so it's tough for me.
I think it's going to
cruise around.
We have snipers on the way.
Give y'all a view of the statue.
It's fucked up. Just we're being prepared for the worst. Like I said, you know, we don't represent all the groups that are out here. We came out here to defend free speech and our constitutional right to assemble. There's major controversy.
That's the second time I heard them play that song.
Process. We're for it. Our biggest concern is the terrorist leftist organization known as Antifa. They are here to incite violence, and we're going to be covering the story. So stay tuned, guys. Keep watching. Keep sharing these periscopes. Right. Like I said.
Big.
Alright. So here's the people waiting at the statue. Here comes the marchers.
We are watching. We're going to have to back up a little as they move up. U.S. streets. You want to
We maybe should let him walk.
Hey, give him a shake.
You see these two groups are going to clash. This is the bury the white supremacists, and anybody that holds a regular. That's crazy. Anybody, you know, there are white supremacists there, but a lot of those guys are not white supremacists, but they're going to say they're white supremacists. And you know, this is the clash. This is the ignorance. This is the lack of understanding history. This is everything all bundled up into one big riot.
It's like the protesters are walking right up to the statue.
hear my song in the background there. Do you hear that? The Battle of New Orleans. Looks like the police are ready. Looks like the police are getting in position. Police are in their positions. I don't think they're going to be able to handle the crowds, though. I don't think they're going to be able to handle the crowds.
The girl from the Antifa side, she walked past, thought I didn't hear her, and she said, yeah, follow him, and pointed at me and then started following me.
I think we got another one on the bike over there.
No weapon. No weapon. Peaceful. What do you intend to do?
Which way? Right there, I thought they weren't going to have masks.
Yeah.
Guys, like I said,
It's about to go down, guys. Get ready.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Thank you. Go ahead, guys.
Where's the plan? Assuming that there's going to be violence. I don't see anything.
How many think the riot's going to break out? Type 1. If you think a riot's about to break out, if you think they're going to all love each other, type 2. If you think...
Let him up front.
She was given an order.
Guys, if you didn't see what happened before, we have if you keep following him, I will get the LEO to arrest you. Do you understand? We heard the order you got. We have it on recording. Social
Thank you, Colton. Thank you. God bless you. Anybody that...
You know, one thing I noticed is I thought my deal was bad for 41 hours in the car. But I'm telling you, once they marched in, it was a lot worse. Dude, this is spreading this.
What do you got to say?
Well, I was just telling Mike over there that I thought my deal was really bad after 41 hours in the car without stopping.
Yeah.
They marched in, I smelled a whole lot more.
It's turning into a circus. This is like a circus. Isn't that Benny Hill music in the background? Benny Hill?
We're going to the other side.
Alright guys, we're moving. So come with me. Stay tuned. Got you back. Hey, we're moving. Swag it in. And they're holding signs now that have training.
Shaggy. Here they come. Everybody's locked and loaded. Oh my gosh.
So guys, as you can see, this is a complete showdown. There's a lot of competitive groups out there. Obviously, the community disavowed them. There is a lot of left-wing Antifa members. So this is
Guys, these are actual cell phones, so a lot of the coverage is going to be a little spotty because they don't have a good connection.
the other side now. Please sit down, back down.
These guys aren't even.
So far, it doesn't seem too crazy, but they are in there instigating a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going close to the very other side.
What's that, west side? That's the west side? That's the west side? What is that? Yeah. We're staying, buddy. We're staying. We're staying. They ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. Fuck you. It's not going nowhere. We stand for history, our state.
What's up, guys? It's hot out here. It's very hot. So the police have created a barricade between the two sides, between the Trump supporters and Antifa. They're very angry. We're very angry over here. We are standing our ground on the other side. Yeah, a lot of like communists, anarchists, they are very upset.
All right, you guys notice that the coverage is getting really choppy now? It's because everybody is in the area filming through their cell phones. And who knows if they're trying to also thwart the signals, by the way. They don't want, I don't think there's a whole lot of, they don't want a whole lot of coverage of this, especially if it's ugly. But there's a lot of people streaming right now, so it's kind of throttling the bandwidth.
Yeah, why the big
understand why this barricade is not
We're ignorant. We're ignorant. We're ignorant. You don't believe the wrong one. You don't believe the wrong one. You don't believe the
coming to these rallies and arguing with communists who don't even know what communism
should be
is.
proud.
They can't explain anything.
You're
They
who
don't
you
know
are.
anything. I mean, no, it's unbelievable.
You should be proud.
Disgrace. Look at this guy.
You should be proud of who you are.
I mean, he's looking swag, okay, and he's out here making his free speech aware, and he's out here making sure that history does not get erased. That right there is American history. That's what America's about. Expressing your First Amendment rights. These communists will shut down First Amendment rights. They don't believe in anything. They don't believe in anything. They're criminals. They're absolute criminals. Degenerate. This girl has armpit hair. She's free. Trump is a nationalist, or he ran as a nationalist. He ran as a nationalist. He cares about black folks. He cares about black folks. I don't know what you guys represent or what group it's considered. People on their side, with on sides. If it's that, then I'm 100% with it. I don't know if we ran on nationalists. I think we should unite everybody.
Enough for us anymore. Trump isn't enough for us anymore. He's a war in Israel. He's standing against the war in Israel. We support the war. You're standing against the war in Israel. I am telling the truth. You are all I am telling the truth. You are all assassinated by some
I'll catch you in a little bit, all right? I'm going to go on the other side and see what everything's all about. I'm going to go on the other side and see what everything's all about. Yeah. Hey, dude, I think I'm going to go to the other side and see what it's all about. I want to interview them. people. So yeah, I'll go. All right, go. So clearly there's an incredible divide here. You know, they're screaming that I'm not for white supremacy, and neither the fuck am I. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna see what it's all. Obviously, there's so many different groups out here that are opposing, you know, the monuments and some. I am for the Constitution.
We lost security.
I think we lost our security.
Here he is.
Like I said, there are so many white supremacists that have infiltrated into what we were trying to do. So we just about white supremacists.
This is not the real.
I'm not a racist. I'm not. You all know that. Liberal. I'm an American patriot, and we're out here showing you what's happening on the front line. So,
but that will hopefully mean it will be much more peaceful.
I'm going to interview them. I'm going to see what they're all about, and we're going to try to have a debate. So, you know, I really don't like being.
What our security guy was saying is that this isn't the real Antifa, and that this seems to be more of a racial rally. It's been the same argument for like 200 years.
This is the terrorist organization known as Antifa, and I will
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay, guys, so I'm over here. We are reporting on this event live. I'm going to start asking a few people what they're here for, what they represent, so we can get a good idea of everybody that's out here.
I'm flattered, but I'm not baked Alaska.
What they represent. So I'm going to go up to the phone lines there. Hopefully there's no violence. Hopefully there's no problem with anything like that. Excuse me, gentlemen. Okay, guys, so we are here. There's obviously two sides to this. Actually, there's many more than two sides, but there's a gathering of people on this side, and there's a gathering of people on the other side. So, we're going to go interview all the people, and Baked Alaska is on the other side, so we're going to see what we can do here, what everybody represents. Try to stay close, Okay, so we're going to see whatever we're I came over you guys are saying you're not white supremacy, and I'm completely for that 100%. I disavow any racist group. I think we need to come united as a populace. So I came up here and say, come on this side, I'm come on this side. Trust me, that's not me. I'm just oppressed. I'm reporting. I want to know what's happening over here, what you guys represent, and what we're out here to do. I know it's
Sorry, back.
No, we're not.
Well, so it's just assaulted. Let's go ahead and get her face. Let the cops know. I'm gonna run up and get her face. I'm gonna make sure I got her face.
I want to get a live view and let everybody know that we're on Periscope. Can I ask you guys, like, what we out here to do? Is this a
she's a little too far.
We want to take down the monument?
Yeah, not New Orleans.
What's like the end goal? What are we all pushing for?
I'm not talking shit. I'm just wondering why y'all came out here.
So we came out more specifically because a lot of the Antifa issues in California are very violent. We've had bombs placed next to our cars and all that for nothing more.
But you're showing up ready for battle.
Because that's all we have had.
What does anti-fight mean?
What they're trying to say is anti-fascist, but from everything I've experienced, that's all that they want. And
anti-fascism.
Fascism
Which is a horrible tradition that happened in the 20th century.
Yes, but I could say that I'm not going to, like, you know, and this is taken to an extreme, but I say, hey, I'm not going to murder anyone, but then continually stab people, and that's like...
Pop quiz. How many Civil War battles happened in Louisiana?
Honestly, I don't know.
How many Civil War battles happened in Louisiana?
I honestly don't know. You know?
How many times did Lee's step take place? Lee coming in Louisiana. He never really came in.
What is everyone here for, and what do they represent? What's everybody? They had the statue have to go. Right. There's way better. There's a ton better New Orleanians than this motherfucker. Well, no, because I'm on Periscope. We're live streaming. Everyone wants to know.
what. Yeah, jump out. Yeah.
Do you mind if we walk with you to finish the interview? Okay.
We want to ask. Google how many Civil War battles happened in New Orleans.
All right.
None. Right.
All right.
None. Not our history.
So we're starting to move back to the streets.
What's going on, Clay?
Stay anti-white. Don't listen to white people. Erase their history.
It took a lot of control.
Yeah, good.
You know what we really want?
Here, let's get this together, man.
Look, okay, this is Thomas Lee.
All right, let me switch this real quick. It's being a little slow. I think my phone got a little messed up when that chick smashed it.
Hey, yo, this is Thomas Lee. I'm also a brother. We out here. Hey, you have brothers on different sides, but I think we all pretty much want the same thing. Do not get this shit twisted. We're not out here fighting, trying to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to the negative shit. We're still brothers. We still have.
We're all citizens.
You know what I'm saying?
Right here.
We
This
still
is a
brothers.
peaceful conversation.
It's
And
a
we were
good
yelling back and
conversation.
forth, trying to
Right.
have a conversation a little too loud. But I will tell you this is much better than the stuff that happened at
Right.
Berkeley. And
Yeah,
I was
man,
over at Berkeley, there was a lot of violent stuff.
We were just talking with one person who
Oh,
was
it's
asking
cool.
us a pop quiz. How many Civil War battles were fought in New Orleans or in Louisiana?
Right.
0.
Right.
Yeah.
We just want unity. We want what's best. Me personally, I can't speak for everyone, but I can say what Thomas Lee wants. Thomas Lee wants, we want some unity, okay? We just want to be treated like everybody.
Right.
White, black, brown, blue, or fucking smirk. I don't give a fuck. As long as we can get equality, we have the Threepers out here, we got Patriots out here, you know. Hey, every single serviceman I saw, I went up to him, I congratulated him, and I shook his hand and I told him
And he
how
did.
much
First time we saw.
I really appreciate what the servicemen are doing.
Right.
I appreciate what the Threepers and the Patriots are doing, but we're still going to need equality.
We're not within a group, man. We're just reporting. Can I actually ask you, like, what is going on? What's the deal? Hey, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
You guys mind if we ask like what's going on? No?
Lafayette, California?
No,
Oh, okay.
This is my first time in here.
So although we can disagree on a lot, it seems like there's a lot more people willing to have conversations here. And although I got my phone smashed out of my hand, it looks like it got a little crack, but it's still running. We're still having a good time. So I have not seen too much violence. There's 2 small incidents that did, and now we've had some conversations. So I think this has been very productive so far. Let's hope it continues.
Back up!
Back up.
Guys, it looks like somebody's down here.
Medic! Medic!
What y'all got? Pepper spray?
Heat? I think she passed out.
Where's back?
Might need some,
Back it up! Back it up, y'all!
Give him space!
Live stream, somebody's a path out.
Hey, I just get back.
Back it up!
All right, so there seems to be maybe a heat-related issue.
Yeah, right.
The medics are working on her.
We're just filming the events and we want to make sure that we have everyone's whatever we're
Sorry guys, I'm not going to keep her in frame.
We're not on the side of the
Get ice under her arm.
I'm not keeping her in frame. So they're still taking care of a medical issue right now. We're gonna go ahead and completely turn cameras just to not accidentally get anything. There's gonna be some issues with clothing. They're trying to take care of her, so we're gonna keep it away. I'm just keeping her right now. I should probably go keep him hydrated.
I got more water in my backpack. You want one? I don't know how cold they are, but it's water.
I might just, you know what, if you want to just pour some down the back real quick. Oh, yeah, right.
You ready?
Yeah, go for it. Woo!
Good?
Yep. Go down the front.
You want some water?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, all right. Yes, there's a green hat there.
Make a line! Get out the way!
Do you want me to wet your You want it down the front?
Yeah, yes, please. Woo!
There we go. We're getting the car here.
And since we had a heat issue, we're remembering to keep ourselves cool here.
Yeah, dude. It is hot and this is my first time in the state. Yeah,
Trying to get some of these EMS in the frame without getting her in the frame.
Okay, so that EMS, what appeared to happen was that someone passed out.
Seems to be a
Possibly
heat-related
heat
issue.
exhaustion or heat stroke.
Hopefully that's it.
Possibly heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Possibly, who knows?
That's what it looks like. They're trying to get her.
Water. There's EMTs and there's a little bit of a barricade, so hopefully everybody's okay.
We'll let you know as soon as we get information on her condition. So they're still taking care of a medical issue right now. We're gonna go ahead and completely turn cameras just to not accidentally get anything. There's gonna be some issues with clothing. They're trying to take care of her, so we're gonna keep it away.
She could pop off every time, dude. None of these people are checked out. None of these people are in this place. There's nobody on the other side over there. They're all just and that's the hypocrisy of the liberal left. They say, oh, we're the ones that are...
Let's, go ahead. Go down the front.
Yeah, it's the hypocrisy of the liberal left. They're that's why we're dressed up like a local for a battle. It's because, well, we've been to Brooklyn, we've been to LA, we know what they throw at us, they know what
we do have our Antifa followers.
We have our Antifa followers. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. We understand this. We know what's going on. You know, we're walking through these people as if we're walking through it's like
So we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go ahead and start moving a little bit. It is getting pretty hot out here, so probably take a short break and maybe grab some water, but keep streaming while we're going. We're gonna see what's going on here in just a minute. So that girl right there has been following us, so.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a big...
All right. We're gonna go see about some more stuff going on. Checking with my coach here.
So yeah, like I said, I think what they originally intended to do was completely operation here, somewhat covert. They had all these Confederate white supremacists and all these people on the other side.
It looks like there's some civil discourse going on. It's a pleasure meeting you, brother.
Yes, sir. You too. Hey, brother. Appreciate you.
Hey, man. Appreciate everything you guys are doing.
Yeah. So what they have been a whole bunch of Confederates and white supremacists and all these like racist groups that came out and they essentially infiltrated the entire Trump section. Hey, just to break it down, guys. So what happened was that a lot of prominent Trump supporters and constitutionalists and veterans and ex-military and military and police and law enforcement came out here to defend free speech and our constitutional right to assembly. And essentially what is happening is somewhat of a covert operation in the sense that they got all of these white supremacists, a lot of Confederate, racist, a lot of these groups that we completely disavow, and they got them all on the same side with the Trump supporters, right? So
this was a complete infiltration. Now, they were very civil. I interviewed some of them, but I mean, it was obvious that these people were not representing what the group was here for.
Right.
I mean, there was a majority of them that were supporting the protest against taking down the monument over here.
Right.
But aside from that, a lot of the freedom of speech was not present in that group.
Right. And you know what they do on purpose is they get all the pro-Trump people, all the constitutionalists on one side, and then they have all of these Confederate flags and kind of white supremacists go on that side, and then they take all these pictures, so it portrays the illusion that Trump supporters are all Nazis and anti-supremacists, anti-Semites and all that stuff. So bottom line is we recognize what's happening on the ground here. We disavow any racism, anything that divides us as a movement, and we are unsure. There seems to be a lot of plainclothes Antifa. There is an unmasked order here, so everyone is operating plainclothes.
Directly masked. There are some masks around, but they've been operating with their mask off, and they've been pretty civil.
Right. So
aside from the one that assaulted me and cracked my phone, but
yeah. So we recognize what's happening. We don't know. I came onto the Antifa side. I'm not sure if they're Antifa. I'm not sure if they're just protesters.
They seem to be a mixture of.
They seem to be a mixture.
Different people.
They're saying white supremacy has to go, and clearly, it does. Every major Trump supporter recognizes this, and we don't allow anything that's racist or anything that can divide us. So fuck Antifa, that's right. As far as what they were saying today, I can agree with. But at the same time, we need to recognize that they have infiltrated. They are a covert, militant, left-wing group that are inciting violence, burning American flags. They're not for the laws in our country, and they're causing chaos and trying to disrupt our country. So they came out very somewhat peacefully. I'm not sure if it's even Antifa, to be honest, because there's two sides right now.
It seems like some Antifa organizers, but aside from that, everybody else just mainly seems to be here protesting the monuments and stuff.
And protesting white supremacy.
And white supremacy.
The bottom line is we're just out here reporting. There's major controversy here. We recognize Antifa is a terrorist organization, but at the same time, it was pretty civil here today. There's still a huge riot, not a riot, but a huge movement in the streets and a mobilization of people. So it seems like it's dispersing a little bit here. But again, guys, please like these videos. Please share them. My name is Mike Tokes. You can find me on Twitter, MikeTokes. I'm out here with the Red Elephants. And how can they follow you guys and what's going on?
The Red Elephants is a Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Right.
My name is Rick Wright. I'm part of Taking Back America HQ. We're a group started out in California, and we've been opening up chapters all over the United States. We're just mainly trying to go ahead and get some political activism going, and trying to organize the right to be able to make arguments and get some of these events like these that happen for the left, where the right always seems more disorganized in this sense. So we're trying to get a lot more of that prepared for these people, and get it to where it seems to be more of an even discourse, and hopefully where it's more peaceful like what it seems to be here.
That's right, guys. So you have it here. Keep liking, keep sharing. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much.
All right,
what are you about to do?
I'm thinking I'm going to go get some water because,
it's hot
like you see, it is absolutely hot, and I don't want to end up like the other heat stroke victim over there. So I think we're going to keep streaming, maybe check out the crowd, head into the store, and grab some water.
That's right. I'm good with that.
Or mind holding this so I can clip it real quick?
Yeah. Visiting the state for the first time, looking like a trooper, or looking like a terrorist. It's unbelievable.
All right, thank you very much.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and we'll take a view of the crowd here. So there still seems to be a lot of intermingling. It still seems mostly peaceful. I'm not seeing any Not seeing any issues as far as, and there's our security doing his duty and putting out a cigarette butt. So again, we're keeping the medics out of frame here, and that's the crowd. I mean, overall, it seems to be very peaceful. So I'm very happy with this turnout so far. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out some of these places over here. All right, so EMS has now cleared the person who went down. It looks like they have her in somewhat stable condition. Hopefully she's all right. Let me see if I can ask one of them real quick. Sir, do you mind if I ask if she's in a safe and stable condition right now?
No idea.
No idea?
Not away from now.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Go ahead and try to keep up with this. All right, so police are in barricades. There does seem to be a lot of conversation going on. There's a large group over there. We'll probably try to get in there real quick as soon as we get some more. Hey man, do you mind if going to buy some cold water real quick?
I don't think the cops are trying to slow it down.
All right, so we're gonna head in.
Oh, no. Yeah, they are.
The cops are holding it down
better than they did in
and
Berkeley,
hand the
but-
camera over.
Here?
I'm gonna head and buy some water. And I'll be right back.
Cops are usually very good.
He's gonna go ahead and show you guys the crowd. You want to just keep the crowd?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you very much.
They have some of the best training experience real live because they do Mardi Gras.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Huge.
And they know how to control groups.
Yeah.
In Berkeley, they didn't know how to control party.
The SWAT team program started in New Orleans when we had the sniper up here in what used to be the Howard Johnson Tower over here. I don't know, back in the early, like 70, 71. You remember that? You weren't born probably.
No.
Anyway.
I was born in 83.
Someone on the chat said that the Confederate flag has nothing to do with white supremacy and all that stuff. And I understand that, you know, like a lot of people are there not for what some people have hijacked the Confederate flag to represent, but for what the Confederate flag represented back during the Civil War era. You know, that's what some people see it as their, in a way, their culture. Some people see it as, you know, as something that they grew up with and they want to cherish it, which, you know, it's totally understandable. But you can't just go out and try to erase history, American history, whether it was good or bad. It does not matter. It's still American history. Okay, just because a few butthurt leftists want to destroy it doesn't mean that it needs to be destroyed. It's there for a reason. It's there to say, hey, you know what? This is what happened in our history. This is what happened to the United States at one point. But we overcame, and now we are where we are. And they can't go backwards. The thing about the left is that they love going backwards on stuff. Right? They love opening old wounds. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. So I totally understand about the Confederate flag. I'm not from the South. Right, so I didn't grow up with a Confederate flag. You know, I'm from California, and you know, a lot of people here see the Confederate flag as a
racist symbol, that's because of the left. That's because of the Democrats. The Democrats created that other side of the Confederate flag, and it's very different for people that live in the South that see it as something that they grew up with and something that, that it's part of their culture. There's part of where they come from. So I'm all for protecting history, whether you like it or not, whether you're triggered by it or not, or whether you just want to cry and bitch about absolutely everything that happens. It's part of history. That's all it is.
It's our history. Listen,
it's a history,
yeah.
Right?
The most illustrious unit of the war, many say, the greatest infantry unit was the Louisiana Tigers, formed here in New Orleans from New Orleans people, and Robert E. Lee used them to open and close all his battles. I think he belongs here in New Orleans. His daughters were presented in Mardi Gras. He did spend time here visiting New Orleans. He had a New Orleans presence, but he was the greatest, the lead general for the South. And who knows about Robert Lee, the real Robert E. Lee? Who knows that he was a devout Christian, loved God, and was shared the gospel with people all the time? Who knows that Robert Lee put himself into poverty, setting his slaves free? Who knows that story?
Right. Yeah,
who knows that he's listed?
People don't read history anymore.
No, I know.
They listen to social studies.
Who knows that he's listed in the Congressional Record and the Library of Congress. He's listed as one of the founders of the Civil Rights Movement, along with Lincoln, because they both were the founders of the Liberia Movement, which marks the advent of the Civil Rights Movement in America. Who knows that? Who knows that not only did he set his slaves free, and they weren't his, they were his wife's slaves, he set them free and gave them a financial start out of his own pocket. Who knows that? These people don't know it, and when you tell them they don't want to know it, so they disregard it, they scream in your face so they can't even hear the truth. This man is one of the greatest Americans we've ever had, and one of the greatest men standing for civil rights, and they want to tear his statue down?
Well, because they associate him with being on the losing side of the Confederacy.
So are the Native Americans. We're going to tear down all their statues? If the Native Americans come with their flags, are we going to pull them down and scream and holler at them? Are we going to do that? They fought the federal government too, just like we did.
And still are.
And so are we. And you know who fought the federal government during the war between the states, the War of Northern Aggression? The Native Americans. They fought for the South. The last Southern unit to surrender in the East was the Cherokee Indian Unit. Last one in the West, Cherokee Indian Unit. Why were they fighting the Yankees? They knew who their real enemy was, the damn federal government. They knew that when they finished with us, they were going west. And they did, didn't they? With rapine and slaughter and theft, just like they did to us down here in the South. Yeah. That's the real story of the War of Northern Aggression. Never forget it. Never forget it.
Absolutely not.
And if you knew the story behind the Battle of Liberty Place, Mayor Landry said, he's lied a lot, but here were his three major lies. He said,
all right, I think we're going to go ahead and try to move back over into the, go back in and move throughout the crowd, see if there's any other conversations going on, and then we'll probably cut off the stream. Check in with Mike Totes here.
The Homeland Defense said that they would separate both sides. It's evident that there's many different sides here on both sides of the fence.
It's extremely hot out here.
So, yeah, exactly. It's way too hot, so I'm glad it kind of just worked out the way it did. Everyone's out here.
Do you want some cold water?
Yeah, please. Thank you, brother.
Yep, there you go.
So, yeah, that's essentially what happened. They busted down the barriers. They all intermingled. Then they kind of got to both sides. So it seems to kind of be heading down a little bit, winding down. There's still a ton of people over here. There's still a lot of Confederate flags up. There's still a lot of different groups out here. We were expecting, masked Antifa to come out and try to really, they're a domestic terrorist organization. I would assume that they're trying to draw public support for things that are clearly, almost every American agrees with, such as white supremacy and racism and all that stuff. Every American agrees that these things are bad. Group, they came out here to try to draw public support and get most of the people to go with them. But what all those people don't realize is that they were pawns in a much bigger orchestrated game. So we have to recognize what's happening out here, guys. This is Mike Tokes. Please like this. Please share these broadcasts, and appreciate everybody supporting us.
I'd like to say that I'm hoping that events like this, especially when we can broadcast them, where there's all sorts of propaganda put out, saw a Blue Lives Matter website posting state and all that, calling us white supremacists and all that, where none of us were here. Now there was some that ended up, but it seemed like they were trying to get us to rally, to cause a bunch of violence in here, where both sides seem to have met up, and there's almost.
Was that a grandpa protester? Was that Grandpa Antifa? Was that a grandpa? That was pretty good.
That's exactly what we're about. What it's all about. That's why we should good, brother. I may take it. Look. This is what's going on. The only way that we're going to go against the real enemy, I don't say it too loud, is unity. You have to unify everybody, but it's going to take a mental revolution before everyone's feet are going motherfuckers.
As the scene kind of dies down here.
I think it's because of the massive amount of people that showed up. If we all have the same kind of service, but it drains from the same thing, and I don't think that they were anticipating that massive.
Maybe if you're watching this, I love you. We're doing great. I'll see you soon. Tuesday morning.
All right, so I'm gonna switch it over maybe to another one. Hopefully, we have something else going on while this idiot speaks.
What it should be all about. Yeah. What it should be all about.
So, maybe I'm asking just, I guess, wants to hang out here.
I know, right? Look.
We got those two girls following us.
Oh, okay.
Thomas Smith with us. Hopefully we got some interviews. Thomas, you guys want to ask why you're out here, represent what you're doing? Okay, so let me know. Hopefully that was the one who smashed it.
There you go.
But it's
That's
a little
what I'm
hard to
talking
tell
about.
some of these.
Real Americana. Real Americans there. Doesn't matter if you're black or white.
It's really
you love
hard.
America.
I have not slept much.
You got some understanding of history. You're a Vietnam vet or war vet, I should say what it is. War vet. Then you probably know what's going down.
Something's going on right here.
Circling enough, gathering together, locking doors on the ring.
I mean, I want to chill out with the feet. I'll take this off over because I've been having to go.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, wow. I've been hearing like the sound of like a gas tank sloshing back and forth in my head, you know?
It's pretty bad hurt, man. You need to have to go through. You want to let me in, you think?
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Because of your beliefs. I just don't want you to get caught up with what I chose to do is to come out here just to try to and show people that, hey, you can disagree, you can support.
That's not new there.
But
all right, guys, I don't know how much longer I have. My battery's pretty low.
So it seems like a lot of people aren't receptive to I kind of want to figure out what everyone's doing over here, what's the point of the goals and the intentions, but it doesn't look like we're getting any response here. So like I said, I'm just going to report on the events, make sure everything's Is it the Confederate or it's all the statues, or like which statues, or what's the deal?
It's about
just Lee. Already Lee circle.
Okay.
Beauregard out by City Park.
Right.
It's just that one down. Andrew Jackson Square. So they're
only got one down. Right. The white supremacists beat out by it. Now pledge to take it down.
Who's on the other side? So, what's up? This is right here. What is that? That's a Confederate flag, right? And what do they represent?
Two green hats. Looks like.
You just said you wanted peace. You said like dessert fight. You didn't hear real quick.
So you said something about Andrew Jackson that I kind of overheard. What was that?
Yeah, Andrew Jackson. That's one that's from Jackson.
Okay.
That was down low.
But I mean, you know that Andrew Jackson was before the Civil War, right?
Right.
Okay.
And he's, you know, it's like all of them. We're gonna take him all down. The Trail of Tears. You know, he's
okay.
This is Jackson Square.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, sir. There's a lot of people who aren't, you know, interested in interviews, so we really appreciate it. All right, guys, my phone battery just cut off. It looks like the screen overheated, so I'm not seeing anything. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this and try to get it to record as much as possible, but I can't see anything. There's a guy in a costume. This guy in a bear costume that says, "I can bear Trump." That is pretty clever. All right, it seems to be dispersing.
I'm gonna go shake the bear's hand. Watch this.
All right, we're gonna go. Hopefully this is still rolling, guys. I don't know. I see a little something on there, so hopefully it is. That's awesome, man. Stay cool today.
Yes.
All right.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Good, good. Just talking to some folks over here. So this is Rick. He's my VP of our.
Nice to meet you, Rick. Right?
He's from
Nice to meet you guys.
Bobby.
Bobby. So we might be live with the Red Elephants right now. I don't know. The battery is dying. I think the screen overheated, so I can't really see anything. But if it is, would you like to tell us what you guys are here for?
Helping protect the peace and the sanctity of our democracy. I gotta say big shout out to our cops. Love our cops and our law enforcement. Thank you, gentlemen, for what you do. Do you have an opinion on all this, or you know what's going on? Can't comment. All right, no worries. Appreciate you all, guys. All right, guys, we love our cops. You know, out here protecting us. You know, I have nothing but respect for them. I do disagree with the hierarchy in the enforcement, and a lot of it's politicized, so we have to understand that. But at the baseline, a lot of these cops are great people, you know, so we love our cops. But we're going to keep it moving. We're going to try to see what's going on. I'm going to see if I can meet back up with Baked Alaska. I'm trying to stay safe. There's so many different angles to consider here, so. Hey, could I ask you guys why you're here and what the deal is with all this?
I'm here to protest these guys.
I hate Nazis too. Fuck Nazis. And fuck white supremacists.
Always be posting, always be streaming. Posters win forever. Always be posting.
He's right. Hey, so can I ask you, like, what does the Confederate flag represent? Like, what are they? What are these groups? Like, what's going on?
Fucking bullshit. I mean, so you can't say 150 years ago.
now. Right.
I think it just represents
Yeah. So guys, like I said before in the stream, you know,
I've watched.
we do not allow anti-Semitic behavior. We do not allow white supremacy. Disavow completely. I haven't talked to any of those guys, so I don't know exactly what the deal is, and I haven't researched it enough to give you a conclusion. But you know, that seems to be the sentiment out here. But I'm not going to give you any inaccurate facts or give you any statements that I don't know 100% because I haven't talked to them and I haven't researched it enough to know. So these are the sides that are out here. We're on the ground line. So I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. So I'm all right. You want to get one? I think we're going to head back over there. I'm going to try to contact Alaska. All right. So that's it. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end the stream. It seems to be dying down over here. You know, like I said, a lot of people came out here to protest the statue. We got some nice guys right here. It seems like. Can I ask you guys why you're here and what you represent?
So basically, what I believe is that as long as someone doesn't hurt me, I'm fine with them.
Right, me as well. I think that as Americans, we all have a right to free speech. At the same time, we do disavow any racism, you know, anything like that. I don't know. I haven't talked to too many people to get the full story. So, you know, we're all out here just fighting for our interests, I guess. So we can all kind of agree on that, right?
Yeah. Well, I will say something about the protesters in New Orleans are unique breed. Not so much after violence or confrontation.
Yeah.
More just to make a statement. And
right.
This time the police were more reserved than they were in Jackson Square a few months ago.
Yeah.
Cops are more reserved.
Right. We do have Fed snipers on every rooftop, if you haven't seen. A lot of Feds in town as well. They thought this was going to be a major conflict, especially when a lot of the protesters came and kind of marched onto the square. So
I just saw a sniper.
Yeah, they're snipers and they're out there. If you guys can see.
Really interesting. So basically, I actually have a sort of idea. So basically, so here's the thing. So you may not know what the Hellgats are, but
we got that fun. It's like we gotta stay focused on. Well, stay focused on the matter at hand.
Well, still,
sorry about that, guys. Small guy. We got another one getting signed in, so we're going to keep going.
All right, so
hopefully this will go. Antifa just showed up. Somebody's asked why I was wearing the helmet.
Because, like you said, we should all stay focused anyway. So. I think I'm going to cut out the stream now.
Sorry about that, guys. Small guy. We got another one signed in, so we're going to keep going. Hopefully this will go. Antifa just showed up. Somebody's asked why I was wearing the helmet.
If it doesn't fit that leftist liberal ideology and agenda, you know, then a lot of the times they don't want it. So, you know, we have to understand that a lot of these mainstream media journalists, a lot of these organizations, you know, they have a hierarchy. You know, Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post or has a majority stake. So what do you think?
Everybody stop posting!
I mean, he's right. So, you know, they have the entire strength of their organization behind that. So a lot of the times the people that own those news organizations don't have the same interests that the American people do. So a lot of the time it's a liberal bias. A lot of the times they twist and put out false narratives to kind of orchestrate what they want and invoke emotion from the viewer. So we have to realize this, recognize the psychological operations that they employ. We're out here on the front lines, guys, like I said. So please like this, please share. My name is Mike Tokes. You can follow me on Twitter at MikeTokes. It's a verified account. I'm going to just do one more stream around and then I'll call it quits. And if anything happens, you know, we'll start going live again.
At least now he's playing some decent music.
Yeah, right? A lot of that other shit was just... All right, guys, thank you so much. Love you all. Take care.
You're gonna blow myself up. How about 100 G's you kill yourself, bro? You won't know that.
Rolling up on the front. Alright. We don't have a flag.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a picture with you.
Yeah, let's do a picture. Fan love out here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still waiting. Let me do one of these.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So things are dying down. We still have some people standing up.
Cool what? What is that? We don't speak to people.
Wait, you have a black daughter?
My daughter is black from Africa.
They're getting crazy over here.
Yeah, they're getting nuts.
He's funny.
Our daughters get married black.
Let's remember all this way.
You go back to Reddit or somewhere, you basically want us to be extinct.
Yeah, listen.
I really couldn't hear you, I'm being honest. What did you say?
Right? Take down the fucking statue. The statue of Lenin collapses. Fuck yes. What?
I got a rose gold.
Why does his face need to be up there? Fuck it. Reconstitute that for someone who fucking helped you, not someone who was slave with. Now I'm saying the same thing about this one. Okay, what about Jackson's What?
Nature inspired Jesus. So you want to genocide white people? I don't have to. No, do you want to? Does he want to? But you never do. It's not your here. But one of y'all got to talk to Tom. One of y'all ain't going to.
These guys are mad cool. See that? They make sure nobody attacks me while I'm filming. I feel extremely safe. Paychecks are over. The time stamp is over. It's time for them to leave. You know, they're here for a few hours. Okay. Clock out. Time to go home. See that? Look at that. See? You know what that means? That means success. It means that's another good day for the First Amendment and free speech. Absolutely. That's right. Absolutely. So let's go back up here, guys, and see. My feed's working a little bit better now. It was up to 5K before it got cut. Something with my signal got, and then I had to cut the feed got cut, and so I've had to restart it about 3 other times. I've had to restart this about 3 times, guys. Sorry.
The patriarchy.
At least you're on it. At least you're on it. At least you're on it.
Tim, let's just get a fucking drink. Dude. Dude.
Who, me? I need sunglasses. The red elephant checks me down.
If you guys end up going to Jeff Davis, can I catch a ride with y'all? If this band?
I called a ride with somebody to get here.
My wife dropped me off.
Oh, for real?
So, yeah.
I'm not the one to talk to. I don't really make those decisions, actually. I just
I'll find somebody.
Yeah, I'll talk to one of these guys.
Going over to Jeff Davis,
Did you trust one of these guys?
And I'll give you the intel too. We got 30 people over there, mixed bag of folks, some militia, a lot of locals. No opposition, but I gave them the information that these people have disbanded quickly. So to keep an eye out because they might be going over to Jeff Davis.
I think they got their paychecks and then they left, you know?
Possibly. That could be what it is.
They did their time and they got their money and now it's time to go. We're live, guys. We are live feed.
Thank God for you.
Let's go. I heard they moved to somewhere else. Somebody keeps typing that they moved. But that's what they're saying. Guys, enough. No invitations, only likes and hearts and the laugh one. That's it. They'll cut it off. Did Antifa show? A bunch of people showed up. I don't know if they were actually Antifa because they're not allowed to bring masks. No masks allowed. But there were protesters. It looked, a lot of them looked like they were paid to be here. There's a few stragglers around, but the majority of them left. But I think they're relocating. I'm not sure though.
Want me to rally my team, let's all gather in over here by the tree. Shade, please. Freedom Keepers! There will be vandalism.
Sorry.
I was trying not to push you.
This is the team right here, guys.
It's like Jewish. Yeah, don't hate yourselves, don't hate us.
Yeah, don't hate yourself.
Don't hate history. I mean, shit, it's ugly, but learn from it. Oh, that's like a southern, what is it, Southern League of the South? It's League of the South. What's wrong with the South? Why do you hate the South so much? I didn't know that. Wait, so these guys are the ones that run the government, right? They're running the government from a trailer park somewhere? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. KKK, man. These people were working with Trump.
Hey, didn't Trump get click tied with Israel? Wasn't that Trump who got click tied with Israel?
Yeah, that's why I don't support Trump.
Oh, okay. All right, just making sure. That's right.
Yeah, I support Bashar Assad. I don't support George Soros' war, man.
You don't see us supporting Israel. That's your guy. That's your guy.
Thanks for watching, guys, and liking and sharing all the comments. You guys make it what it is.
Would you guys go back to the... Well, I'm pretty much on the internet.
He's on the internet right now. And all these guys on the roofs and shit, you know, so... I'm thinking Davis is the most vulnerable at this point. And
I'm wondering what I'm really, regardless of the fight, right? I don't give a rat's ass. Why the racism? Man, mind your piece of
Look, yeah, so there's some racist people out here. Yes, the National Socialist Movement is out here. Yes, I think you said the KKK is out here. I don't know.
And so you stand with them?
There's no deal. Yeah, I'm standing with them because they fight for white interests. I mean, do you even listen to the rhetoric, or you just say, oh, they're KKK?
What about everybody's
interests?
What about everybody's interests? Do you live here? Do you live in this city?
What's up?
Go home.
Everyone's
Go home.
He's
not coming to my city.
There?
This is my here. It's not.
We are home. This is America.
It's called.
I don't know.
It's called no.
I'm baked Alaska though.
It's called people getting along despite their differences.
Oh, you were?
You were exemplifying differences and creating a platform out of it. Yes.
First Amendment is that's what why you used to defend all Americans.
Yes, the Jews are causing problems, but standing with racists, you're not standing with
DM me on Twitter. I have my DMs open. It's at Baked Alaska, yeah. Hit me up and I'll respond to you.
I went out there.
That's what I thought. Okay. If you gave a front, we'll do something about it.
Just DM me or do you want my email or
Jackson Square?
Well, I don't want to dox myself, so.
Whatsoever. I support non-racism and non-fucking whatever.
What is racism? What do you even mean by that?
Why don't you
that
just
means
ask
white
him?
people. You say I don't support racism.
Why don't you just ask him?
Say I don't like white people.
Can you hold this for like 2 seconds?
I got you, bro.
I'm just gonna read this.
What do you mean by racism?
Supremacist. Any form of
supremacism.
And some people just don't want to be educated, brother. Until you open your eyes,
I'll try my best to open my eyes.
Good. That would be fantastic.
Good start. All right, we gotta head out, yeah?
Versus, I don't think there's a black guy out here that can beat him.
Yeah.
All you people, you are going to be accountable one day.
Dude, I'm already doxxed all over the fucking internet. I don't care.
Where'd she go?
We're all accountable.
Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Yo, hold this.
You're the one getting doxxed. You're answering. Everybody fucking beat that.
Where'd you go? There you go.
You got the fucking... How many viewers do you have?
Yo, the Washington Post keeps asking who you are.
And you got tattoos on your face?
Do you want to tell them or no?
Fuck, bro.
This lady, this lady right here.
What is your name? What is your name?
She's asked like you're like investigating. Wait, is he like a famous person or something?
Yeah, I think I know your face from somewhere.
Is he?
Two by please. 2 by 2.
Is he? Is he in the movie?
I doubt it.
I've never. Who do you think he is? I'm curious.
He's not nobody. Hey, man. Yeah, why would we party with someone like...
Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. I'm going to tell him who you are. Okay. All right, wait. Is this a non-disclosure, or are you going to out him? Because this right here, this. Okay, I'll tell you. This is Mike Enoch from The Right Stuff. Okay. Now, Mike. No, it's Mike Enoch. Sorry. Okay. Here's the thing. Go look up Mike Enoch. That's Mike Enoch from The Right Stuff. Okay? I'm sorry to dox you, brother. Oh, that's okay. Sorry. I feel bad.
You're the famous one, though.
I know. Well, apparently you are. Everyone's wondering who you are. Okay. Now,
I don't want to lose my job.
Now that the fake news is gone, this is not Mike Enoch. This is not Mike.
He's a nice guy, though.
They were like circling you, like, who is that guy? That was weird. The fake news, man. They're slimy. Watch out for the fake news.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 70,000. I think we're about wrapped up here. I mean, I think it's a mission complete, right? They didn't take down the statue, right? What more? Antifa was like, some guy pointed at me. He's like, we lost World War II, but we're gonna win the third one today. And then like nothing happened. Common Core.
Common Core nationalism. Are they really promoting World War III?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm confused. Thanks for coming out, man. I like your speech up there. It was pretty sexy.
Appreciate it, brother.
Pretty sexy.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. All right. Hey, are you ready to go? Hey, can we get an escort back to the hotel?
Yeah, let's bounce out. Let's get our.
All right. Hey,
Tony, you ready?
Can we get an escort to the hotel?
That's what they're saying.
Is he okay? You okay?
Oh no, we're looking for my bolts. It fell out on my helmet.
Okay. What does it look like?
No, it's too small. Let's go. All right, guys.
Okay, let's retreat. Or not retreat. What do you do after a victory?
You march.
You march. We march.
Go drinking.
Yeah, it's up now.
Woo! Okay, we need an escort back to the hotel.
A lot of people are going to have headaches. But what's interesting, though, Laura, is a lot of people said to me, not so much as celebrating the win of Macron, but rather the defeat of Marine Le Pen. It's been a very ugly, difficult battle for this position of French president, and the country, no doubt, has been divided. The anti-immigration, anti-EU points of view of Le Pen, and the more centrist liberal views of Mr. Macron. But in the end, it wasn't even a close race. It was always known he was going to be the favorite going in, and he literally crushed Le Pen in the end. Now the question is, where does he go from here? We should not forget that we have legislative elections that are coming up next month, and it's going to be difficult for Mr. Macron to form a coalition government and get the policies through that he would like. So what is the mood on the street? I think it's one of celebration, certainly here where we are at the Louvre tonight, but I think there's also a lot of division, a lot of bad and ill-tempered feelings need to be perhaps solved before this country moves forward. But a lot of celebrations and a lot of honking of horns tonight.
Well, it has certainly looked like a lot of fun there as far as those people celebrating, but I'm always curious about the other side. You mentioned that, and what are less of those people out there? Have you seen any problems, any protests? You know, we've seen a lot of that here. in the U.S.
Yeah, it's interesting, Laura. We were expecting more protests, but that doesn't mean to say it's not going to happen. There's been a group of anti-capitalists who created some problems earlier this evening, and the police used tear gas to take care of that. We understand there's going to be a big protest at one of the public squares tomorrow, as many as 6,000 people. And what are they protesting? The fact that they don't like either candidate. So we do have a winner, but it's certainly not to everybody's liking. But like it or not, they're going to have to move forward with Emmanuel Macron.
I think my number went up 20 pounds from what I said earlier, though. That's how heavy it is. It's weighing on the brain.
It gets heavier and heavier.
That's right. There we go.
I don't even think this shoulder. I gotta adjust my shoulder pads because I was right on this side. This side's smoking. All right. Actually, it's actually cooked. Just a little bit. No, that's too much.
No, she's just bickering.
All right. Is that okay?
Yep. Thank you.
I would. Out of sight, out of mind. They just don't exist because you don't see them. They just don't exist because you don't see them. Yeah, because
show me one
they don't exist.
No, it just shows that you are unable to learn. What I'm trying to ask you is, why the fuck are you guys? Who particularly thinks that like those fucking statues should stay up?
We're not supporting the statues.
You're gonna fucking.
We don't support the statues.
You come in with a fucking.
See, so you don't know what you're talking about. We don't support the statues.
Then why the fuck are you there?
Because we support freedom.
Flying your fucking bullshit ass fucking flag.
Okay, so you don't like America. Why are you here?
Motherfucker, I grew up here.
But
I've
you're not gonna change your fucking white trash, racist piece of fucking mind. You're fucking garbage.
You're garbage.
I'm garbage.
That's your right.
I'm garbage.
Therefore, it's my right. You're fucking racist.
Shit.
You're racist. Why?
I'm Mexican.
Yeah, you're racist against me.
You guys should not have children.
You just made it even worse.
Dating a white man.
You just made it even worse.
Exactly,
For
right?
yourself.
I made it worse for myself because I'm Mexican.
No, you're calling us racist.
The point is, you're a hypocrite. This has nothing to do
Why?
with race.
Why?
Why is she
I'm
a
not
hypocrite?
racist against white men.
Why is she a hypocrite?
Obviously.
You're racist against what?
Because you think that I'm
guess
racist
why?
against Hispanic women. I haven't been racist.
Why?
What do you stand about? Build that wall. Send all these fucking people that have been contributing to society.
This has the ability to do with the Constitution, which protects your freedom of speech.
Okay, you're right then.
To
You're right.
believe
We
the way
both
I
are.
definitely 100% agree with
stand
you.
for-
I definitely
We have our
100%
freedom of
agree with
speech.
you on the freedom of speech.
Which is what we're
That is
reason we're
absolutely
here.
All right,
100%.
you're right.
I am
We all have our freedom of
100% okay with that.
That's why
Fair
we're
enough.
here.
So I have my freedom of speech to tell
Yes,
you
say
that I
anything
think
you
you're a
want.
fucking racist.
And I have my freedom
We'll
of speech
protect
to
you
say
while
that
you
you're
do
a
it.
piece of shit racist also.
Okay.
You
With,
think why?
with zero
Why?
guys.
Same question.
Why?
Why?
But why? But why would you
Why?
say it to us? So
Same
you're
question.
the hypocrite is what you're saying. You have no reason to call me a racist, just like I have no reason to call you a racist, right?
Listen up a minute.
You haven't been racist to you.
When the KKK
My father
I don't
was
care.
born
care
here.
what your
My
father
I
did. What have you done?
my
fuck.
my
It's a can of
great
Budweiser.
grandfather was
Don't care
the
about your grandfather
secretary
either.
of
What
the
have you
Navy of this
It's a can of
Federal
Budweiser.
States of
There's no
America.
fucking brains.
So what the fuck?
Hey,
What the fuck have
you guys keep
I
a look
haven't
around.
done
You have a
anything.
grandfather that
You know why?
Keep a look around.
Because I don't need to do anything.
Okay, good. Then you said the flag is bullshit, so why are you here? You
Because
asked me why
I
am
fucking
here.
live here.
Okay. I live
Do
here
you
too.
live here?
Absolutely, this is my country.
How many of you people live here?
Yeah,
Every one of us.
in New
Show me.
Orleans. In New Orleans?
In the United
States.
States.
We all
In
live
New
there.
Orleans? You
In
live
New
in New
Orleans.
Orleans? You
All
came
live
down
in
here. You're not from New Orleans?
We all
No, in New Orleans.
I'm not talking
all
to
live
you.
No, in New Orleans. How many of you people live here in New Orleans?
How many? Do you live on this street?
I live. Actually, I do.
Actually, we
This is
do.
your
I live right down the road.
You live right here in this parking
No,
lot?
I
So
live.
why? How many people live in this parking lot? How many
you
people
live
live
in
right
the
here
city?
in this parking
None of
lot?
you live in
How
the
many
city.
stupid
Don't
arguments?
fight
How many of you people live in
Thank you very much, DJ Dior, for the super chat.
people that live here? How many people are here right now?
Super chat helps us immensely. Thank you.
Yeah, you're right. That's why we don't argue with you very often.
Really? You don't argue with us?
No, I
You live in the
don't.
city?
I just walked up and you were calling him a racist.
Wait, he's
What
fucking calling
reason?
me a racist.
All right,
He
so that's
started it.
3
No.
He called me a racist.
No.
I walked by you and you started yelling at
What
me.
does it matter?
I did not start
So,
yelling at you.
yes,
you have a right to go to any
say
state in
anything
this country
to
you
you.
want to.
It doesn't
Okay, you have a right to
matter.
ask your
I'm
question.
saying-
You have a right to travel
I'm saying
anywhere in the
that
United
this
States that you
city-
please.
this
At any
city
given time.
does
Same
not
here.
care.
Thank you.
And if
You have the
y'all
right to
don't
speak
live in
anything
the
you
city,
want at any given
why
time.
does
So do we.
But look, check it out. I have been trying to say from the beginning that this is not me trying to say that you guys don't have the right to speak your own mind. The First Amendment is the First Amendment, and I definitely understand. Like, go ahead. If you, in my opinion, if you want to be a fucking asshole,
No,
you
I
can
mean
be
as
a
far as
fucking
like what's
asshole.
actually going on.
But that's my opinion.
Nothing?
So therefore, go ahead.
So what are you against us on that?
People roll stuff
Clearly, you
onto
just
the
agreed with us. So your initial response to us tells us we shouldn't be here. You just agreed that we all have the same exact rights.
Yeah, no, we do.
Exactly.
We
So
all
we
do.
completely agree. So you're free to say
We're now
anything you
living
want.
with the
We're free to
consequences
say
of not
anything that we
cracking
want
down
at any
on
given time.
Islamist
The
terror.
only issue is when violence is involved. That's why we're here to protect the
Was
freedom of
there,
speech.
was there any violence over there?
That is why we were here to make sure that that does not
Was
happen.
there any violence over there?
A little bit.
Really?
Absolutely. There was a fight broke out.
What
Somebody got
happened?
arrested.
Oh yeah.
Were you here all day?
One fight. One fight.
Again, now you're just trying to tag along and see tiny little scenarios.
One fight.
You
One
asked me
fight.
one simple thing. Did any violence happen? The answer to that was yes.
Man, you guys are fucking
Okay,
crazy.
there you go. Have a good day, sir.
See, like you said,
Let's roll out!
We all have our opinions. You have yours, son. And like most
And we're off.
We'll let Francis finish.
And even when people actually have brains, try to talk to them. We gotta get
Details ahead on America's News Headquarters.
Being a police officer is not easy. And last Tuesday night was a classic example of how difficult.
Somebody says that we should give them a ride to an AA meeting.
Yeah, no joke. I agree, right?
So in this stream, we're following Oath Keepers, so I guess they were on the ground, just keep making sure that there was no violence going off and nobody was getting hurt.
I think we got another one on the bike over here.
I thought there was no weapon. We have people with weapons. Come on, no weapons. What do you intend to do here?
With their bandanas, I thought they weren't going to have masks.
Yeah.
Guys, like I said, there's police.
Oh my God.
That's okay?
Yeah.
Excuse me? Thank you. Go ahead, guys.
I'm assuming that there's going to be violence. I don't see any police here. What's happening?
You live in New Orleans? You came down here. You're not from New Orleans.
We all. No, in New Orleans. No, in New Orleans. How many of you people live here in New Orleans?
How many? Do you live on this street?
Actually, I do.
Actually, we do.
I live right down the fucking road.
You live right here in this parking
No,
lot?
I
So
live.
how many people live in this parking lot? How many people live right here in this parking lot?
None of you live in
How many
How
of you
many of
live in this fucking city?
She was given an order.
Guys, if you didn't see what happened before.
If you keep following him, I will get the LEO to arrest you.
Yeah, you're right. That's what
Do you understand? We heard the order. You got to have it on recorded.
social issues, get people to campaign on your side. So, Antifa has been ordering citizens to follow us.
Know about me. You're a fan. I got fans. I love you.
All right, I got fans out here. I don't even know why I'm still streaming, to be honest, but people are watching. So I'm just getting.
Keep spreading this.
It's a little weird. Out here. What do you guys say?
Well, I was just telling Mike over there that I think my VO was really bad after 41 hours in the car without stopping.
Yeah.
They marched in, I smelled a whole lot more.
Wait, so they have a picture. There you go. Like a train.
Alright, we're going to the other side.
Good. Alright guys, we're moving. So
come with me.
Stay tuned.
Got you back.
Okay, we're moving to the other side. Tents over here. Following me. Getting some threats. And they're holding signs now that have trains taking down the steps. So they definitely want to take this thing down. There's a massive crowd.
So guys, as you can see, this is a complete showdown. There's a lot of Confederate groups advocating white supremacy. Obviously, we clearly disavow them. There is a lot of left-wing Antifa members. So this is a huge conflict nationwide.
World War II. We're winning.
We're keeping us safe. We are just watching through, essentially. The police stood down and allowed.
Alright, we're at the other side now. Police stood down, back down.
These guys aren't.
So far, it doesn't seem too crazy, but they are in there instigating a lot of stuff.
A couple groups of defending here.
Let's go ahead. Send me a poker.
Okay, so I'm going close to the barrier on the other side now.
What's that, west side? That's the west side? That's the west side? What is that? Yeah. No, we're staying, buddy. We're staying. We're staying. They ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. Fuck you. It's not going nowhere.
Facing our way instead of the other way.
Demonstrate our First Amendment rights
Why the police?
I don't understand why this barricade is not.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're ignorant. You're ignorant. You're ignorant.
You know, this is kind of stupid because they're inflaming one of the sides. They're letting one side go through the middle and the other side not. They don't allow the other side to go through, but they allow the other one side too. So all that's doing is inflaming the anger. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose. I mean, you know, it's like two children. You have two children that are the same age. You give one a treat, you don't give the other one a treat. You think the other one's not going to get mad and start yelling, screaming, and trying to beat up his brother or sister? Believe me, I know. I've got two little ones. This is the same thing.
I'd walk down, but we can't walk down with some of our people. What?
It seems pretty one-sided.
It's only fair if we can walk down too, right? Why? Excuse me. Why is the Antifa side?
What's that?
Allowed to have people walk down, but we can't. Second Amendment. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, what's up, Red Elephants? That guy's got a Second Amendment. Second Amendment.
All right, we need a word from our sponsor here. This is a little commercial break.
And we're not getting what humans always thought was key: the bone broth, 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 the bone broth. Well, now it's the next level of that. It's caveman. Hey, I need a glass of caveman. Caveman. Man, it's better than Ovaltine. Better than Ovaltine. It's just unbelievable.
It tastes like good. Like Ovaltine.
Over the top. What in the world? But now with the milk, I was like, whoa, this has milk in it. Whoa. It tastes like good. Man, this tastes so good. Tastes like the best milkshake ever. It tastes like Ovaltine. It tastes like Ovaltine. It tastes like Ovaltine. Like good. It tastes like Ovaltine. It tastes like Ovaltine. It tastes like Ovaltine. Like good. Whoa.
This is I can say without a doubt, at least in my experience, that this is literally.
This is a super home run available at InfoWarsLife.com, and it supports the broadcast. All right, dude, America first! America first! Get that through your head! Dude, America first! America first! You heard that before? What? America first! America first!
America first.
What the hell, man? Dude, America first! America first!
Get that through your head.
One damn thing. America, America, America. Dude, you understand? America, America, America. My point is America's first. America, America, America. What the hell, man? Globalists, no. Goblins, no. This is it. Everybody get ready. America first. America first. Get that through your head. Dude, America first. America first. You heard that before? What? America first. America first. Get that through your head. America first. America first.
One with cake.
Shame on you!
Dressing his fans?
Yeah, I got fans out here. I got haters. They're yelling at me. Hey, buddy. Country's being taken away from us. You insane destroyer. Destroy everything. You destroy. What is your ideal? Just destroy. Just destroy. You don't have any ideal. You don't have any intelligence.
Make the last one up the OK symbol.
Communism is the most genocidal political force that's ever been in life. Communism is not communism. This is not communism. He is for the people. Trump is a nationalist, or he ran as a nationalist. He ran as a nationalist. He cares about black folks. He cares about black folks.
There's thousands of people on their side with all these signs. They all have the same signs.
He's sold out. He ran on nationalists. He is not a politician. That's why I voted for him.
Trump is an Israeli company. We don't support Trump anymore. Trump isn't fascist enough for us anymore. He supports blood for Israel. That's what you want to support, right? More wars for Israel? We're out here standing against the war in Israel. We support Bashar Assad. I am telling the truth. You are all indoctrinated by some Marxist professor somewhere. That's the truth. Why are you anti-white? Why are you anti-white though? Why do you want to erase our history? Why do you want to erase us? Yeah, I know that. That's why I don't support.
How many times did Lee step take place? Lee coming in Louisiana, which was never really came in. Can I ask you guys, if you're worried about history, what is everyone here for and what do they represent? Like, what's everybody, they have the statues have to go? Right.
There's way better, there's a ton better New Orleanians in this motherfucker.
Well, no, because I'm on Periscope, we're live streaming, everyone wants to know what.
Do you mind if we walk like you to finish the interview?
Yeah,
okay.
We want
so we'll continue.
Google how many Civil War battles happened in New Orleans.
All right.
None.
All right.
None. Not our history.
So we're starting to move back to the streets.
You know what we really want?
Man, let's get this together, man.
Look. Okay, this is Thomas Lee.
All right, let me switch this real quick. It's being a little slow. My phone got a little messed up in that chip.
Yo, this is Thomas.
How many out there are children of the 60s type 1?
We out here. Hey, you have brothers on different sides, but I think we all pretty much want the same thing. Do not get this shit twisted. We're not out here fighting, trying to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to the negative shit. We're still brothers. We still have.
We're all citizens.
You know what I'm saying?
Right here.
We
this
still
is a
brothers.
peaceful conversation.
It's
And
a
we were
good
yelling back and
conversation.
forth. We
Right.
have a conversation a little too loud, but I will tell you this is much better than the stuff that happened at
Right.
Berkeley. And
Yeah,
I was
man,
over at Berkeley. There was a lot of violent stuff.
We were just talking with one person who was asking us a pop quiz. How many Civil War battles were fought in New Orleans or in Louisiana?
Right.
0.
Right. Yeah. We just want unity. We want what's best. Me personally, I can't speak for everyone, but I can say what Thomas Lee wants. Thomas Lee wants, we want some unity, okay? We just want to be treated like everybody. White, black, brown, blue, or fucking smurf. I don't give a fuck. As long as we can get equality, we have the creepers out here, we got patriots out here, you know. Hey, every single serviceman I saw, I went up to him, I congratulated him, and I shook his hand and I told him how much
First time we saw.
I really appreciate what the servicemen are doing. I appreciate what the creepers and the patriots are doing, but we're still going to need equality.
We're not within a group, man. We're just reporting this. Can I ask you guys, like, what is going on? What's the deal? Hey, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
guys mind if we ask what's going on? No? So although we can disagree on a lot, it seems like there's a lot more people willing to have conversations here. And although I got my phone smashed out of my hand, it looks like I got a little crack, but it's still running. We're still having a good time. So I have not seen too much violence. There's 2 small incidents that did not explode, and now we've had some conversations. So I think it's been very productive so far. Let's hope it continues. Back up. Guys, it looks like somebody was down here. Medic! Medic! Kate? I think she passed out. Get on space!
Watching somebody pass.
Alright, so there seems to be maybe a heat-related issue. The medics are working on her. Sorry guys, I'm not going to keep her in frame. Sorry about that, guys. Phone died. We got another one signed in, so we're going to keep going. Hopefully this will go. Antifa just showed up. Somebody's asked why where's the helmet. Because in my all right. Yes, there's a green hat there.
Would France exit the European Union just like Britain? Would we see a French version of Brexit or Frexit? Not today, not for now. Macron, a populist and former investment banker, has defeated Marine Le Pen. And at this hour, while France sleeps, the euro is up and the US dollar is soaring to a 7-week high. Macron becomes the youngest president France has ever had. Here he is in victory.
Faced with extremism, I know that we have certain disagreements, and I will respect them, but I will also be loyal to that commitment that was made. I will protect the Republic, and I will do my utmost during the 5 years to come